let's talk about the 5 biggest Hawaii vacation planning mistakes that we see families make all the time that drives us crazy. Everybody, it is Brandon, the owner of Magic Land Vacations, the travel planning genius. You know we love to help families like you save time, save stress, save hassle, and create extra magic on those Disney and Universal destination vacations. And today we are talking about the 5 biggest vacation planning mistakes when it comes to planning that amazing Hawaiian tropical vacation. And we do not want you guys to make these same mistakes that we see other families make all the time. So we're going to put them out there in the universe for all of you guys to watch and hear when you guys are planning your Hawaii vacation. I love Hawaii. My husband and I are planning a new vacation to Hawaii for this summer in 2022. Really excited about that. I've been to Hawaii many times before and planned for many families. And so these are like a collective of like big mistakes that we see people making all the time. We don't want you guys to make mistakes. So if this is your first time watching, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of the latest Disney and Universal travel planning tips, trips, and hacks, and more. One of the biggest mistakes that we see people making when it comes to planning a Hawaii vacation is not island hopping. I mean, Hawaii is a group of islands, right? It's not just one island, it's many islands. And it can cost a pretty penny depending upon when you travel and where you are to get to Hawaii. I'm in Florida, so it's more expensive to get to Hawaii from where I am than it is for someone that lives in LA like my uncle. But the thing is like once you're over there, it's kind of like Europe. Once you get over there and you've flown over in there, you want to maximize your time there and visit as many places as you can. And a lot of people just don't island hop. They stay in one island and they don't try to go to other islands. Now here's the thing about island hopping that I will say, or any kind of split stay, is make sure you have at least 2 nights at your destination. Otherwise, you will be worn out by how many times you're actually transferring your luggage and repacking. I don't know about you, but like unpacking everything in the hotel room and then repacking and then unpacking it and doing that like every night, not the most fun. So I usually like to recommend to people to go to 2 islands. I think that's a pretty good stay if you're doing a longer stay and can afford to stay a longer time in Hawaii. Maybe 3 islands if you're doing, you know, a 10-15 day kind of vacation. But in general, 2 islands is good. You'll still have a magical time if you do 1 island, but there is a small workaround to do an island hopping. You can do an activity or I was gonna say port adventure like I would for cruises, but you can book like 1-day excursions where they take you to the airport and you go to the other island and then you do some stuff and then you come back to the island that you're at. But it's really exhausting because you have to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. Your plane leaves at like 6 or 7 and you don't get back till like midnight. So it's just a really tiring day to your vacation. So it's just easier to island hop. Not knowing what is on what island. So not every island has active volcanoes. Pearl Harbor is only on 1 island, right? So not knowing what island has what, a lot of people don't know when they plan their Hawaii vacation. So that's something that we love helping families do is we ask questions like, do you want to see an active volcano? Did you want to go visit Pearl Harbor? Because those are 2 different islands. Like the big island has active volcanoes. Okay, the island of Oahu has the city of Honolulu. That is where Pearl Harbor is. So you have to know the islands when you're planning your Hawaii vacation. A lot of people don't know what is on what island. Not pre-booking your activities. So that's one of the huge benefits that we love helping families do is we actually pre-book all the activities, the snorkeling, the scuba diving, the sunset cruises, going to see the luau's, all of those fun activities that you want to do in Hawaii. a lot of people don't pre-book those, and then they're sold out, right? And even if it's not sold out, like the best one is sold out. And that's the other thing too, is a lot of people when they're planning these vacations, they don't know what the best tour companies or tour operators are to actually go there. What is the best luau show for the island that you want to go to? So this is a huge mistake that we see a lot of people make when they're planning their Hawaii vacation, is not pre-booking their activities. It gives you so much peace of mind, and most of the tour companies allow like a really reasonable cancellation window of like 48 hours before. So if something did come up and you decided to change it or modify it, usually, not always, but usually you can. So you got to make sure you pre-book those island activities. And while we're on that topic of that, like balance it. Don't have an activity every single day. Give yourself time where you don't have anything planned. You're just going to enjoy the beach to really have an amazing vacation. Waiting last minute to book a car rental. A lot of people think that, I don't know why people think this, that Hawaii, you don't really need a car. No, you do need a car. When you're visiting the islands on Hawaii, you really do need a car. Some activities do hotel pickups, but the thing is, the islands are actually quite large, like larger than you might think. And so it could take you anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half or 2 hours for some of the islands, depending upon where you are, to get from one side to the other. And so having the freedom of a car to go and do what you want to do is just like a huge plus. And a lot of people wait till last minute to book a car rental. And because it is on the island, there are limited quantities of cars available. And actually, last summer, people were renting like U-Haul trucks, like other crazy modes of transportation, because rental cars were all sold out and that was all that they could get for their vacation. So don't wait last minute to book your car rental for Hawaii. You really want to make sure you take care of that. That's really, really, really important. Not making dining reservations. I know, if you've been watching this channel, you know about the 60-day Walt Disney World dining window, the 30-day Disneyland dining window, but Hawaii, it gets really busy. And most restaurants have Open Table or what are some of the other ones? The other apps that allow you to book dining reservations. And so it's really important. In fact, that was one of the things we learned last summer, booking a lot of different families' vacations, is we actually did make a lot of their dining reservations for them. And we asked them for their feedback, and they actually said, you made great dining reservations for us. We really would have wished that we had a dining reservation for every night of our vacation, because it was so difficult to actually get in and get seated where we actually wanted to eat on the nights that we didn't have dining reservations. So making sure you have dining reservations will ensure a much smoother sailing Hawaii vacation. So those are our 5 biggest Hawaii vacation planning mistakes that we want you guys to avoid. If you guys found this helpful, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and mahalo. Thank you guys so much for watching one of our another amazing videos. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of our amazing new videos. We are Magicland Vacations Disney and Universal Travel Planning experts. And make sure, if you haven't already, check out our website, magiclandvacations.com. There you can schedule a consultation with one of our amazing experts. And guess what? We do way more than just Disney and Universal Vacations, so definitely want to check us out there. Also, make sure you go to our private Facebook group, Travel Genie Fan Club, where we do giveaways and trivia contests every single month. And of course, I have 2 other amazing videos for you to watch. One right over here and one right over there. One right there and one right there. I think I would start with that one, or maybe that one, or maybe that one.